Black, white, fat, thin, tall, short, Muslim, Christian. Ladies and gentlemen, racism in fact makes your brains very, very small. Racism is a scaling of the brain that Allah gave us. It may be defined as the hatred of one person by another, or the belief that another person is less than human because of skin color, language, place of birth, or any other factor. How can we believe, how can we judge that the white people are better than the blacks, or the black person is better than the white one? This is what the racial person thinks or believes. A person with the wrong thoughts because of his ignorance. In this presentation, I will discuss three major points, which are, firstly, peer pressure. Then I will show you some statistics and facts about racism. Point number 3 will be ways to defeat racism. Peer pressure. Peer pressure is considered the main factor of racism. What is peer pressure? What we believe about people from different racial backgrounds is usually learned from our parents. From a very early age, we hear their opinions and accept them without asking any questions. This is known as peer pressure, and it can be good or bad. Bad peer pressure is when you do something that you don't want to because your friends say you should. Peer pressure can sometimes lead people into making racist remarks or even attacking someone, and the reason is just to fit in with their friends or their groups. If your friends try to get you to make racist remarks or bully people because of their color or any stupid factor, the most basic thing you can do is say no. I do not want to do that. I do not agree with you. I know it takes a lot of power to say no to people that you know well, trust and respect. But also, you need to be able to tell yourself that you have made your own decision and know that is the right things for you to do. Now in this slide, I would like to share with you some facts and statistics about racism. Fact number 1, in New York City, 88% of police stops in 2018 involved black people. Secondly, black Americans and white Americans use drugs at similar rates, but black Americans are 6 times more likely to be arrested for it. And here we have a pie chart that shows the rates of Oscar lead actors by race. I think that even the blind person could see the white people denominance. Ways to defeat racism. Racism is one of the greatest evil in our nation, and a specific form of discrimination based upon the false belief. And here are some ways to fight this evil. One of the first steps to eliminating racial discrimination is learning to understand and recognize your own privilege. Also, teaching children kindness and how to talk about differences. We have to make sure that children understand we are all human and we are all have the right to feel safe and valued. In addition, let's talk about jokes or racist jokes or comments. We have to let people know that racist jokes or comments are not okay, and we have to remember that not saying anything or laughing along implies that we agree, and we have to stop it. We must stop it. Finally, We will fight against racism and discrimination by teaching respect and tolerance, by sharing the common history of all humanity, and even including its most tragic chapters. This is the end of my presentation. Thanks for listening. Basil Salmi.